Ori Benatar and Stephen Cohen returning here, getting ready to start the 8th inning here at Illinois Field. Quick look at the Big Ten standings. Michigan, undefeated, 10-0 in the conference, sitting atop there. Illinois in third with a 9-3 record. Indiana sitting there 10th in the country, but 4th. The Illini will head to Bloomington for this weekend, but my goodness, how good is Michigan?
Well, Michigan right now is beating Penn State again 3-0 in the second inning. So on their way to potentially being 11-0. I don't think anyone saw that coming this year. Still, a lot of the bracketologists for college baseball see Minnesota, Illinois, and Indiana, the 3 Big Ten teams making the NCAA tournament. Michigan, kind of a weak schedule, but if they keep this up and they go undefeated in conference play, there's no way you keep the Wolverines out of the NCAA tournament.
Full day of Big Ten action. Game that's the latest right now. Rutgers is up 6-4 in the 6th as Quinton Sefcik will return to the mound. That's one thing that I'm not used to seeing. I do not remember seeing that much baseball bracketology until this year for college baseball.
I think people are buying into it now. It's getting bigger. College baseball is a growing thing.
And I think this year especially, I think the re-obsession, the re-hype of brackets kind of invigorated because of Loyola Chicago's incredible run, but also many more people were filling out NCAA tournament brackets. As this is Austin Bull's 100th plate appearance. He'll hit this one towards center. Taylor looks and catches it. Quick first out here for Quinton Sefcik on 2 pitches. And that'll bring up the versatile Quinn Cotton.
And a lefty and a righty warming up for the Illini, so Jones and Thompson. And I think if someone gets on base here, so if that's Quinn Cotton or Pekai Winchester, I think that will be the end of the afternoon for Quinn and Sefcik.
Cotton 2 for 3 today. His average climbed up to above 350. First pitch to him is swung on towards Troike, and getting it for a nice play at third, and he can't make the throw, Van Scoy. And there goes Cotton to second. Spillane gets the ball, and Cotton will slowly slide into second. And Grand Canyon's got the go-ahead run at scoring position after Grant Van Scoy trying to make a little SC top 10 play.
Yeah, he was trying to make a BTN standout play, but Grant Van Scoy, I thought that was Troike's ball. At least, like, that's a dangerous play to do that spin-around throw. Much better off just letting that be Troike, maybe make the throw or just hold on to it. But then Quinn Cotton able to advance the second base and puts himself in scoring position with the heart of the Lopes lineup coming up.
Ruling that a single, so Quinn Cotton now with a 3-hit ball game.
Single and an error.
Single and an error. So this will be a quick pitching change here at Illinois Field. Quinton Sefcik only getting 1 out here in the 8th. We'll be back shortly after the pitching change. Zach Jones coming into relief for Quinton Sefcik with Quinn Cotton on second with 1 down here in the 8th. Zach Jones making his 11th appearance of the season from Downers Grove, Illinois, a business major, standing at 5'11". When he pitches, Illinois does very well. In his first 10 appearances of the season, the Illini have gone 9-1 when he pitches in relief.
And he got the win yesterday, his 3rd win of the season. So he's 3-1 overall now. That 2.93 ERA and 15 in the 3rd innings. But he's got some trouble at brewing with Quinn Cotton on second base. Already 33 runs scored this year.
So 3-hitter Pekai Winchester will be the first batter Zach Jones sees. With the runner on second, 1 out, and the first pitch, Winchester turned. Thought it was going to hit him, but that's a ball.
68 miles per hour. What kind of breaking ball was that? That was an ephus.
I can't hit 68. I mean, that's a fastball. No, not even a fastball for me. 68 is if I had a rocket attached to my arm. I'd be lucky to throw a 68 breaking pitch. Troike trying to get Cotton out at second, as he is the go-ahead run here in the top of the 8th.
Cotton only 8 for 13 on stolen bases. I don't think he's going to steal third in this situation. That's risky. But that does show me that he's got some issues on base running.
Lefty against lefty. Winchester 0 for 2 today with a walk as he hits this one high towards left. Van Scoy looks, but that one's out of play. And it will go to an even 1-1 count for Winchester.
And once again, it's Quinn Cotton that has 3 hits. And no one else on Grand Canyon's team has more than 1. And Quinn, I'm telling you, the Quinn Con fan club, it's growing.
Yep.
Everyone should be joining. Great game from the right fielder once again for the Lopes.
Yeah, I love to hear about that, Cotton.
Wow, a dodgeball reference.
Well, yeah, if you can dodge a base, you can dodge a ball, and that one hits Winchester on the back.
He couldn't dodge the ball.
No, he couldn't dodge the ball. But in baseball, you don't want to dodge the ball if it's thrown at you. Just turn your back, let it hit you, don't rub it. And 2 runners on now with 1 out is a very good
perfect timing.
chance. Yeah, as it hits right next to the number. And now Ian Evans up to bat, the first baseman 0 for 2 today with a walk and 2 flyouts. He did score one of Grand Canyon's 2-run, and a great chance for the Lopes to take the lead here late in the contest with Cotton on second and now Winchester on first as Zach Jones gives up the walk. And we'll have another quick mound visit here. And another pitching change, it looks like. So Zach Jones only seeing 1 batter in this inning and in this game. So Illinois making a change on the mound. We'll be back very shortly. Dan Hartlett bringing a righty here with 1 out in the top of the 8th. It's going to be Ryan Thompson, the sophomore from Byron, Minnesota. Coming in with a 7-2 record, 27.1 innings pitched, 29 Ks to 10 walks, 8 earned runs, and 18 hits. He's got to get 2 outs in this inning to get out unscathed.
And Ian Evans is not an easy out. 331 average now, 18 walks, 18 strikeouts. But 0 for 2 today with 2 flyouts and a walk when he scored.
He walked back in the 4th, flew out to right in the 6th. He's hitting .315 with runners on and hitting .283 with runners in scoring position as Quinn Cotton is that go-ahead run on second. Cotton getting to first after Grant Van Scoy tried to make a BTN standout caliber play, but the throw missed Spillane. And Cotton scampered towards second with ease as the first pitch from Ryan Thompson is a strike to Ian Evans.
And a rough outing from Zach Jones. He only faces the 1 batter, Winchester, hits him on the back. Sometimes you just have those days. Had a really good outing yesterday for an inning, and that couldn't translate to today.
Second pitch fouled by Evans, so it is an 0-2 count now as we are approaching that 1:15 mark. We're an hour away from that 2:15 cutoff of not being able to start an inning, and it is a tie ball game. And you did mention earlier, hey, Dan Hartlib has tied a ball game before. He's really hoping he doesn't tie one here. I'm sure Andy Stankiewicz is hoping that too.
It's a big win for Grand Canyon in their resume building. I don't think they'll make the NCAA tournament unless they get an automatic bid, but confidence booster, come on the road, win the series.
Big swing from Evans and a 3-pitch strikeout from Ryan Thompson. And that changes the inning very quickly as it's 2 down now in the 8th for Zach Malice, who is 1 for 3 today from the left side of the batter's box.
Ryan Thompson has 7 wins this year out of the bullpen, and that's 6th in the nation. So this guy is among the top in the country in wins. Might have a chance for his 8th today and just gets swinging to this one, Ian Evans.
Here's Zach Malice, doubled in the 4th and brought in a run and first pitch swinging. So Ryan Thompson is in the zone here out of the pen for the second batter he's faced.
That was a home run swing from Zach Malice, who's 1 for 3 today. A big leg kick and a big swing, but a miss against Thompson.
Both teams fighting to win this series here in the rubber match. And there's a pitch, and going to third is Cotton. Cordy can't grab it to make the throw, so both runners will advance. Cotton to third, Winchester to second. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Zach Malice, and 1 hit to the outfield could make this a 2-run ball game here in the 8th.
If Cordy cleanly picks that up, I think he has a good chance to get Cotton at third base. This one just bounces away. So nice stop by Cordy, not to let it get to the backstop, but not able to pick it up in time.
Malice grounded out to short in the 6th in his last plate appearance. Next pitch to him is outside, caught by Cordy. And it will be a 2-1 count to the Lopes third baseman.
Yeah, keep it to the outside now. You got first base open, and that forces out of play, so take that chance.
2-1 from Thompson. Outside again, and it's now 3-1.
And that's exactly what I said. Maybe a breaking ball outside, try to get him to chase, make that count full, but he's definitely not going to get a fastball over the plate. Unless he does, then I was wrong, and that's just what broadcasters do.
Lopes 2 and 12 with runners on, 1 for 6 with 2 outs, and that one is hit up the middle, and that's going to go in. Cotton's going to score. Here comes Winchester to home plate, and there is a 2 RBI single from Zach Malice, and Grand Canyon takes the 4-2 lead here in the 8th as Ryan Thompson unable to get out of the inning unscathed.
I said what he shouldn't do. I said don't throw a fastball over the plate. Don't give him anything to hit, and he does. Takes it right back up the middle, and Quinton Sefcik right now will be charged with the loss in today's game if this final score stands. And it's a 2-run deficit once again for the Illini on a 2 RBI, 2-out single from Zach Malice up the middle.
Yeah, he got a nice bounce off of the front of the mound there. That definitely helped the ball kick up a little bit in that hit. As Tyler Wyatt comes up, 3 RBIs for Zach Malice. He's driven in 3 of the 4 runs today for the Lopes, and that one is in the dirt. Here goes Malice to second. Cordy's throw is away into the outfield, and now Malice is running to third, and that is going to be 2 bases as Malice goes from first to third in a matter of 2 pitches. The single that brought in 2 runs, and then on 1 wild pitch, Cordy throws it to second, can't get it there. And Malice is now 90 feet away from making it a 3-run ball game.
Cue the Benny Jones music right now. This just keeps going as the ball just bounces away from Cordy, and then it's a wild throw all the way to Massey at second base on the far side of Malice. Able to advance to third. Now a chance to make it a 3-run game for the Lopes.
A very rare mistake by Jeff Cordy there as Wyatt swings on that one, 1-1. We called those back in high school, my head coach, Matt Billy. We called them snowballs. It's a snowball fight whenever you're throwing it away from your opponents.
Makes it look like a Little League game in that sequence.
Chopper foul behind the plate, 1-2. Wyatt 1 for 2 today, singled back in the 6th. Got an RBI on a sacrifice fly in the 4th, so the 2 Lope batters hitting 5th and 6th, the only ones to bring in the 4 runs today. Malice bringing in 3, and now could score with just 1 simple hit here from Tyler Wyatt. 1-2 from Thompson. Swung on and not in the glove of Cordy, so that will keep the at-bat alive, and it will remain 1-2.
Illinois had their chances today, but 1 for 7 with 2 outs and 2 hits now with 2 outs for the Lopes. Could be the difference maker in this afternoon.
Not a lot of strikeouts in this game either. 1-2. Hard foul ball way behind the stands, and it will stay at 1-2 here. A win here for Grand Canyon would really elevate the program to even further heights. I mean, next season you could be seeing them schedule a couple more Big Ten series, maybe even SEC series, as they're one of the premier college baseball conferences in the country. That's a 1-2 away, 2-2.
Well, I think what makes Grand Canyon different is since they are somewhat a for-profit institution, they do have the money. Unlike most WAC schools would have, you see issues at a school like Chicago State where they wouldn't have the travel budget of a team to be able to travel out of state for a weekend series like Grand Canyon can. They can go all the way to Illinois, and that's okay for them.
Pitch is high for ball 3, so we got a full count now with 2 down in the 8th. And we'll see what we get here for the full count pitch from Ryan Thompson. Three-two. Swung, and that's a rope to left field, and that's going to bring in Zach Malice. And another RBI for Tyler Wyatt, and it's 5-2 now to the Lopes, their 7th hit of the game, and Ryan Thompson has surrendered 3.
Yeah, not all 3 of Ryan Thompson's runs. Each pitcher now has 1 in this inning, so Sefcik, Jones, and Thompson. But solid piece of hitting by Tyler Wyatt as this inning continues, and it's not good for the Illini. They came in, tied at 2, and Grand Canyon's been able to put in 3.
7th batter of the inning for the Lopes. It'll be center fielder Preston Pavlicka. Struck out in the 2nd swinging. He flew out and lined out in the 4th and the 7th respectively, so he's 0 for 3 today. As it'll be a righty against a righty as Tyler Wyatt's on first. He's got 2 RBIs today and brought in Zach Malice, who drove in the other 3. First pitch, and that's right down the middle for strike 1 as Cordy catches that one. Pavlicka hitting .207 now with a .214 average with 2 down. as that's 2 2-out hits for the Lopes to make them 3 for 8 for the game with 2 down.
Thompson was hitting about 90 when he came in this inning, and now he's like settling in 85, 86, 87, so a little bit of a difference, but it's been a long inning for him, almost 20 pitches out of the pen.
Hitters are 138 against Ryan Thompson with 2 down. That average climbing up after the 2 hits today. 1-1, high and away for ball 2. As Brent Spillane is going to talk to Ryan Thompson a little bit and try and get him back into the zone he had in that first at-bat of the inning.
And this happens sometimes, but this is like the issue that Illinois does have as a team that might be holding them back in 2018, is that that bullpen does struggle and they can't get themselves out of innings. And so you have Fisher and Snarskis and Weber, and they're all great starters, but you get to that bullpen, the final 3 innings or so, and it's just a mixed bag. You have no idea what you're going to get.
2-1 swung on and missed. Evens the count at 2-2 to Preston Pavlicka. 5 runs in this inning, 2 of which were given up by the starter Ty Weber, and then all 3 coming in this 8th inning from the bullpen. And that's something we've seen a lot from this Illinois team, a majority of the runs being conceded by the pen. 2-2. Runner goes, and that's a big fly towards left, but it's going to go foul. Good contact there from Pavlicka, is going to keep it at a 2-2 count. Wyatt was going to second trying to steal a base, as that looked like a hit and run.
That's what makes teams like this so tough to beat. Only 3 strikeouts today. So when they're going to stay in the box, keep swinging at pitches, and just keep fouling them off, that makes your pitching staff work. But at the same time, that's just tough for an Illinois team, because you know you're not going to get those strikeouts. Got to find them the other ways. And this 8th inning, they're finding the holes.
2-2, and there's a hit towards Troike at short. Bullet to Spillane. Spillane doesn't catch it, and it's too high. So the inning will continue, as that's going to be potentially an error single from Pavlicka. Let's take a look at this again.
Troike has to charge. It's a tough throw because Pavlicka does have some speed, and the throw is high to even a very tall Brent Spillane. And it looks like it's going to be called a base hit. So it's not going to be an error for Ben Troike.
So Dane Stankiewicz back up, 0 for 2 today with a walk just an inning ago. As Grand Canyon now has out-hit Illinois, 9 hits in the ball game, and they got 2 on with 2 out as this inning continues. First pitch from Thompson to Stankiewicz is away for ball 1.
It's not just the 2-out hitting now, it's the 2-strike hitting. It's the approach that the Grand Canyon hitters are going up with 2 strikes in the count and still finding a way to get on base. Be it Illinois' defense is helping them out a little bit, but it's a good attack and a good approach by Grand Canyon.
Stankiewicz with a very strong swing on that second pitch to make it 1-1. Avidia at deck as Grand Canyon has almost batted through the entire order here, and their 2-out average for this game up to 3 4s, as it's 4 for 9 now for the Lopes. Thompson looks 1-1, and that's a little dink to Troike, who's going to catch it. But Grand Canyon able to get 3 on the board in this inning. Zach Malice with a 2 RBI single, and Tyler Wyatt brought him in after Malice got to third on an error by Jeff Cordy. 5-2 Lopes, bottom of the 8th coming up.